Good evening, everyone. Hopefully, you all are doing very well. In today's midweek live stream, we'll talk about two big news events. The CPI, the inflation numbers, is the highest it's ever been in 40 years. This is huge news. So I'll talk about its effect on Bitcoin. I'll also talk about a rumor that's going on with Mt. Gox, a potential 3 billion worth of Bitcoin that could be released and dumped on the market. So I'll talk about these two big news. And as usual, guys, we'll be looking at Bitcoin. There might be a potential trade coming out. If Bitcoin starts breaking back above here, 2060, I've got my alert on, we might be able to do some live trading, and we'll look at all your altcoins, take your questions and coin requests that you may have. So give me a couple of minutes to post the link in the groups that I'm live, and we'll get started. By the way, anyone who's watching, do say hello. You guys bullish Bitcoin? How you all doing? We'll stay live for an hour or so. We'll see how it goes. Let me just post that I'm live on Twitter and Telegram. We'll get started. Hi New V, how's it going, mate? Hi Inch. You guys buying any coins? You guys looking for any trades? For me, my long, I'll post this here that I'm watching now is this. Let's go on to the short time frame. That would be my ideal long, and I'd look to play it like this. I mean, I think it would go a lot higher. That will be my first target, this resistance, but I think it could head up to here. That's the long trade we're looking at today. It is crypto for degen, so obviously we're going to talk about some degen trading as usual. Right, before I get started, can you guys give me a thumbs up or just let me know that you can hear me well? You're at work listening, so you can't probably take our trade. Just a thumbs up that you can hear me well before I start talking for an hour. Muggles, Inch, Crypto Life, the regulars. Are you taking any trades today, Muggles? VGX? What's VGX doing? I don't know what VGX is doing. We usually at least have 20-30 people, so let's just look at your coins whilst we wait. So VGX is looking good. Whoa. What is going on here? I mean, the floor is there. I mean, is it a short? Oh, this is a logarithmic chart. Oh, you made money on it. Nice. And I'd be looking to short this, you know. Maybe we'll do some shorting on this one today. Are you still long or are you taking profit? Yeah, maybe a live short on this one. Yeah. I mean, I'm so tempted for a Bitcoin long, guys. I can't tell you how much. Yeah, I really want to take this long. I think Bitcoin pumps now. I've been quite bearish. Did you guys remember the one short? So people that watched my last live stream, so I do these live streams every week. We took a Harmony one short that hit target. I'm still short this. This has been a really nice trade. Let me share this with you. Did any of you take it? This was the Harmony one short. This was on the live stream. So you can watch this live stream. Hopefully we'll have some live trades today as well. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We've got about 20 people watching. Okay, yeah, you're doing well. Right, we'll get started then. I think it's a bit quiet. Let me just post that I'm starting. Bitcoin analysis start. What time is it? 8 minutes. 8 minutes in, we're starting. So people can get started. Right. Oh, awesome. Why am I still? It's still bearish. That's why. So, I mean, in the YouTube live streams, I share with you exactly like my trades, which ones I'm taking. The Rocko trading group, I can post like when my targets are hitting, how I'm trading it. So I'm letting 25% run on this. I think this goes lower. These are some of the other trades we took, but I think one dumps even more. High time frame, I'm bearish on this. I think it could come into this level. So unless Bitcoin starts pumping, I'm probably going to hold this short. My stop is where you saw, and look at the Bitcoin chart. This is breaking down. So in my opinion, I think this goes down, but we'll see. If it starts pumping above here, then I'll have to reconsider. But for now, I'm bearish. Right, so let's get started then. We'll start off with Bitcoin. Then we'll talk about Mt. Gox, inflation, and all that good stuff. So Bitcoin, last week our plan was, if you go into the shorter time frame, as long as 19.8k holds, these were our targets. First target, second target, nice little move. And then I left you guys with, as long as we're holding above 19.8k, I'm still leaning bullish. If it starts trend changing below, then I'll be worried, and I'll exit my long spot position. For now, still, it is somehow managing to hold, which is great to see. It's managing to hold above 19.8k, which I'm a bit surprised to see, because I thought we were going to see a sell-off. But watch that, it's still holding above 19 and trying to break out above. So I'm leaning towards a price action like this, and then we break out. If I'm wrong and it does this, I'll cut it. But at the moment, this is why I shared with you this live trade. If we start breaking back above that level, I'm gonna look to long. So short time frame, that is what I'm looking at. I want to see a breakout above there. I'll get rid of all this because they're there to explain to you my high time frame thoughts. I think we get a rally here. And fundamental reasons wise, I think the CPI numbers are potentially not exaggerated. It's already priced in. I don't think people are going to sell. They already know the CPI news. So if Bitcoin doesn't dump with this news, I think it could rally up into here. And that would be a really nice move to play. Potential 10% move. So that's the main trade I'm looking at, guys. High time frame, not much has changed. As long as we're holding above this level. Again, these are trying to trend change. This is not convincing change. This is like a complete breakdown. I haven't seen a complete breakdown yet, so I'm still holding on to this potential bullish bias, and the only long that I'm in is the Ethereum long, and I'm still holding that as long as we don't see clean break below, and it's managing to hold above for now. I've got my alert set. If we start breaking below there, then I think we'll go lower. So that's my high time frame thoughts. We've been selling off. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we'll at least get a relief rally? We've just been selling off for so long. I've never seen anything like this. Even before, we'd have rallies. This market is just down only. I've not seen anything like this. What do you guys think? Have you guys seen anything like not even a relief bounce? The last relief bounce we saw was here in earlier this year. This is like the most selling I've seen in crypto in, even during 2018. Look at the bounces we had. We had some 100% bounces. So this is really scary, and I'm not saying this is going to be a bull trend. This is the low end, but this is previous all-time high. I expect a little rally, and then we can see what it does. So that's my high time frame analysis. I'm expecting a bounce. If we start breaking below, then I'm probably wrong, and who knows what's going to happen to Bitcoin. And if you are, I titled this video, and I'm going to keep titling warning sell below this level. I'm going to keep titling these videos at 19.8k because this is such an important level. As long as 19.8k holds, I'm leaning bullish short term for at least for a bounce towards 22k, 25k, and potentially to 30k. Does that make sense? I'll leave the Bitcoin analysis short, and then we'll get into talking about CPI and Mt. Gox. Does that make sense, guys? Just let me know in the comment below. Yeah, 16k. I mean, I have my next support, which is very low, unfortunately. I've got my next support level at here, which is crazy to think. I mean, could Bitcoin genuinely go down to that level? I do have another support here. I'll draw this line as well. I do think this is support. This is the weekly close. I think if we get down there, this is the October, November monthly open. This was the highest ever monthly close until this is breakout. So I think this is another level that I really like. And if you believe in crypto, just buy some around here. Hi Majori. So you guys said you enjoy my fundamental thoughts. So today I'm going to spend a bit more time talking about the fundamentals and my thoughts on what's happening with the market. So one of the biggest reasons why the market is so bearish is that inflation. People are really worried about inflation. We have not seen inflation this high in 40 years. Oil prices is going up. There's war in Ukraine. It's just ridiculous what's happening. 11k. Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, if we break 20k, Bitcoin has, and most of my analysis that I share with you is like my experience looking at what's happened to the price. So I was confident after this type of sell-off we're gonna see a rally. I study the charts extensively, and I've seen prices keep repeating itself, but we've never seen this happen before. Bitcoin has never gone back to its previous all-time high. If you go back and study this chart, Bitcoin has never gone back. So this was 2012, this was 2014. This is the first time Bitcoin has returned to its previous all-time high. So this is quite scary times, guys. I'm scared myself. I wanted to buy a lot more spot around 20k. When we were here, I said, look, if Bitcoin comes to 20k, this is the first time I'll put new money into crypto, and I haven't yet. I've bought some Ethereum spot because I just really like that level. But Bitcoin I haven't, because I'm just a bit worried, because if in case stock market dumps even more, then how low can Bitcoin go? The trend is down. I follow the trend. When it's going up, I buy. When it's going down, I have to be worried. Long term, I believe in Bitcoin. I think it pumps, but the stock market is just so weak, and Dixie is so strong. We've never seen these dollar prices since 2002. These are unprecedented times. We've not seen something like this. The euro dollar is $1. How ridiculous is that? Euro is $1. Again, we've not seen these prices since 2002. These are crazy stuff. And I wasn't trading back then. I didn't even know what trading was back then. My experience in the market started delving in 2014, 2015, 2018 was when I went full time, and I only know this market. So this is very, very scary stuff. So with inflation going up, the countries are scared. I haven't got access to this, but US is scared of inflation going too high. If inflation goes too high and we keep printing money, we could get hyperinflation, and no government will want that. So what they're doing is raising interest rates, and when you rise interest rates, that has an inverse effect on liquidity. That means you can't borrow as much, you can invest as much. There could be job cuts. There's less innovations, and we're going into like a potential recession. I mean, some people are already calling it a recession, and this is not what we want to see. I mean, you guys are crypto guys, don't probably want to hear this, but these will all affect the price of Bitcoin, and we've been seeing that they've been affecting the price of Bitcoin, and we can see this type of move we've not seen in years in Bitcoin, and this type of sustained selling. We've definitely not seen that. We had the most red candles in a row record. Bitcoin had never seen this many red candles in a row. And it's just breaking all the records, unfortunately, to the downside. And as long as the the inflation is high, Joe Biden said inflation is a top priority. The Fed's going to keep rising interest rates. There's rumors that the interest rates could be even 100 basis points next time, and that is why the market started selling off yesterday, because yesterday there were rumors circulating that inflation numbers is going to be bad, and that's what's happened. So that's sort of what inflation is, and with inflations being high, governments don't print money, they rise interest rates. When you rise interest rates, you have to, there's less borrowing, people have less money, there's less liquidity, and people don't take risky bets on the stock market and Bitcoin because they're too worried about paying their gas bills, they're too worried about paying fuel prices, paying rent, so they don't have money to spend money on the stock market or buying our favorite altcoins. We do all this when everything's pumping, it's all hunky-dory, it's all sunny. That's when we bid Bitcoin. Does that make sense, or is that too deep? Just do give me some feedback, guys, because I feel like I'm talking to myself. We've got about 20 people watching, so give me some feedback so I can carry on doing this. And we've got about 10 likes. Let's see if we can push it to 20 likes, guys. Last live stream we hit 50 likes. That's the target, but I think we're going to struggle because there's not as many viewers today. Does that make sense? I'll move on to Mt. Gox next, and then we'll just do crypto. We'll look at your coins and we'll just have fun for the rest of the time. Yeah. So that's the meme, not a meme. That's what Twitter says. But in our experience, we've not seen this. So Bitcoin has been highly correlated to the stock market. If we bring, and I've done this loads of times, I do this every day or every live stream that we do even. and you can see how highly correlated. I mean, this, you could argue that this is the same chart as Bitcoin. They're literally the same chart, the stock market. There's too much. Yeah, PWND, good to hear with you, mate. I've not seen you before. Crypto Life Muggles, yeah, I mean, you guys are regulars, and thanks for again watching. But yes, look at that. This is literally a carbon copy. You wouldn't know which one's Bitcoin and which one's the stock market. So as long as the Bitcoin and stock markets are correlated, I think Bitcoin goes down. And there is a potential chance that Bitcoin could be a hedge against hyperinflation, but we're not in hyperinflation, and I don't think we'll get to hyperinflation. Not in next few years, in my opinion. There could be a time, and if dollar just dumps, everything world comes to a standstill. Would people even care about Bitcoin? I think if dollar crashes, we'll be too worried about feeding our families and staying safe, because there'll be lots of war. Whenever there's a currency crash, there's like a war. Last time, the German currency crashed in World War II. There's usually a really bad stuff going on. So I don't particularly, I know I tweet about meme stuff, like half my tweets are memes and then half my tweets are information. YouTube live stream, all I share with you is like actual amazing content, which all I think is good. You guys can let me know if it is good or not. But I think if dollar crashes, we will be worried, we'll be scared what happens, because dollar is the world currency. People hold lots of dollar debt. If dollar crashes, it is scary. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I don't even want to speculate, because it is that scary. If the dollar crashes, I wouldn't know what to do. I think there'll be a lot more bigger worries if dollar crashes than thinking that Bitcoin is hyperinflation will be really bad. What I hear is going to be more stagflation and recessionary moves. So stock market will probably bottom out in the next few years. That's what someone that I follow, Ray Dalio, that's what he says, that it's going to be stagflation. So maybe the stock market just chops like this rather than just pumping to new highs. So if you look at the Japanese Nikkei, and I think I should have it here. So the Japanese Nikkei, this has not hit all-time highs that it hit in 1990s. This was the crazy bull market in Japan. Shells sell short squeeze. Yeah, I'll talk about that. That needs to happen soon. Can you see that this hasn't hit new all-time highs? Could we see something like this? There's still going to be money to be made, but there is a good chance that the US stock market does this, and unfortunately it might not be just up only like we have seen. I won't make as much money if it chops. I'll make money when it's like this. So yeah, I'll talk about sell. Let me talk about sell quickly now before I do my Mt. Gox piece. I mean, this is quite a big move. I'm surprised. Is a short squeeze happening now then? Do you know anything about it, Zeno? It's up 50%. Almost. Let me just quickly tweet about it. I've not bought it. I traded the pump here. I've not traded this one. Sorry, I traded this one. This one didn't work. I'm not in it now. That is a big move. But it needs to happen now if it is going to happen. Okay, so let's talk about Mt. Gox. So Mt. Gox, I'm sure you guys know, it was one of the biggest crypto exchanges back in the day, and yeah, they lost all their money. People lost crazy amounts of money, and there are rumors that creditors will get money back. So around this much, about 2.8 billion could be released to the markets as funds lost to Mt. Gox hack of 2011 and subsequent loss of 850,000 Bitcoin worth about 17.8 billion at today's price. In 2014, reported that it found 200 BTC, but those coins have been locked in litigation until now. In November 2020, Mt. Gox released a formal rehabilitation plan to return lost funds to investors who lost access to the crypto 7 years ago. Then on July 6, 2020, Mt. Gox and rehabilitation trustee sent an email to creditors giving them the option to receive USD, Bitcoin or BCH. The news brings us closer than ever to funds finally being released to creditors, which could be as early as August. So the fear is this amount of money that people will get dumped on. What do you guys think? Do you guys think people will dump it? So from my understanding, right, these guys have held Bitcoin to thick and thin. I mean, they've held it for, you know, since 2011, 2014, for a decade. Do I think they'll just dump it all? What do you guys think? Let me ask you guys, and you guys can reply to me. So that is the fear. There are some rumors that so I think if the individuals get it, they might just dump it. Yeah, I think that is a really good point. But there are, again, no one knows this, but this is why, again, let me just quickly watch Bitcoin, because that is a trade we're looking at, aren't we? There are fears that yes, they'll just dump it, but then you could also argue that Bitcoin, let me just see what's happening here. Sorry. So a lot of it, I'm pretty sure that few big funds have bought it. Hi, SM, hope you're well. A few funds have already bought it outside. They've just bought it off exchanges, which is good to hear. Yeah, that is true. I think that if they just sell it, because the price of Bitcoin, what was the price of Bitcoin back then? I mean, so we have a look at what the price of Bitcoin was. Aga, how's it going, mate? Well, I made money on that one trade. Where's coin market cap? I'm rich from that Harmony one trade. Pound, you've made a really good point there. I agree with you. I mean, even this doesn't go back as far. So, I mean, they're worth a lot of money. So there's two scenarios. One scenario is, yeah, they'll just dump it. I think there's about 80% of you guys are saying they'll dump it. The other thing is big, like people like Michael Saylor or other people, they just buy it off market. So they buy it off and they just store it because they'll probably get a discount. Because if they start selling 2 billion worth of Bitcoin, I'm sure the Bitcoin price will dump at least. Yeah, it probably break 20k. 2 billion is a huge. I mean, I don't know what's the volume in market cap Bitcoin today. Yeah, I think, I don't know. Will Bitcoin dump on 3 billion? That's like, what, 10% almost of the 24-hour volume? I think 3 billion, if they start selling 3 billion, it's going to have an effect. And Bitcoin price, they won't get 20k, it will dump to like 15, even less. So there's a good chance that they do off the market. And if it does off the market, that will be good. That's good for crypto, that's good for Bitcoin. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But the other chances they dump it. I think Bitcoin Cash they'll definitely dump, because I think Bitcoin Cash is trash. So I am looking to short Bitcoin Cash again. I got stopped out on my Bitcoin Cash short before, and I'm gonna look to short Bitcoin Cash again. And I'm really looking forward to shorting this. If it gives you a pullback around here or breakdown below, that's my next big short I'm looking at. Look at the trend. Trend is just down, 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 down. I want to short this. If you guys watch my last live stream, we shorted Harmony 1. No, I think they'll get their Bitcoin worth. So if they had 1 Bitcoin, they'll get 1 Bitcoin. That's what I think, Thugger. I could be wrong, but that's what my understanding is. And yeah, if you guys watch my live stream on Sunday, that was our trade in Harmony 1. Beautiful trade. Almost double my money on some parts. If you go watch this, it was in that live stream. That was the ETH trade. I didn't take that. That was someone else. And my trade was the Harmony 1 trade. Yeah, you can go back and watch this. Where did you hear that? Because that is very interesting. So who's going to make profit from it? I tend to agree more with what Pound is saying, that, you know, if it is just normal people, they've lost their money, I think they'll probably dump it. Our positive case, and there's a good thread on this, you can read his thread, the way he explains it, that many people would probably hold. I'm more worried about the inflation fears. I'm not worried about Mt. Gox as much. I know it's more news, but I'm more worried about inflation fears and economic crash than Bitcoin crashing. That's more my fear. Yeah, if they get relative amounts, that'd be better, won't it? So that's the key news updates I wanted to share with you midweek. There's not too much else that's going on. There's obviously the same news about Ethereum merge. Altcoins are fairly quiet. Solana's launching a phone. There's some NFTs that are launching, but big news. I mean, the fun thing is, right, back in an altcoin season, we didn't talk about news. No one in crypto talked about FOMC, CPI. They were just trading. I mean, just look at my views then. It was like 10k views. I was getting a lot more views. People were just interested in crypto, and no one cared about anything else. That was like the peak bull market time. And now you can tell it's a bear market because people are trying to look at economics again, what's happening and all this stuff. Okay, I mean, I do like his content. I'll try and do some research, because that will be very interesting if what you're saying is correct. But yeah, it's just very interesting to see that, you know, people during a bull market, not many people care about news or anything else. We just like up only, buy, let's go. And then during like these dumps, we all become like, look at macroeconomics. No one cared about this stuff. We were all just looking at buying and not care about what's happening with news, what's happening with inflation, and this is unfortunately the market that we're in. And until that changes, until we see stock market going up, until we see interest rates going down, and with this inflation numbers, I think, you know, some people are saying 75 basis points at end of July. Some people are saying even more. And as long as that fear is in the market, I don't think we're going to see a huge pump. Maybe we chop around here. The bullish bias is that some economists are saying Again, I'm not an economist, I'm a trader. I just follow the news because, you know, this is part of my job. Some people are saying the inflation fears are already in. So it's already, Bitcoin is down from 60k. So Bitcoin's already down. What's the percentage that is down? Bitcoin is down like 70%. So the price is already in. So they already know about this inflation fears. So inflation fears is not going to cause the dump. But we just need some positive thing coming into the market before we see can rally. Okay, so the next half an hour or 20 minutes we'll be spending time on your altcoins. So let me know if there's any altcoins you want me to look at. CRV is so strong. I don't really know. I said I was going to look to buy above this. I haven't bought it. I bought Rune and I exited Rune. That was the altcoin that I said I'd buy in my previous video. And I exited it here. Took about 6% loser on this. Yeah, CRV. I wanted to buy CRV. I don't know why I didn't get in CRV. CRV and CVX are looking really strong. I'm just really surprised why it's so strong. QNT, yeah, QNT is one that I could short or long. I'm not sure what I'll do. This is what I'm watching in QNT. If it breaks below there, I'll definitely short it. For now, it's bullish. So in a way, you could buy it with stop loss below. But yeah, so one point, I mean, I know I do YouTube, you guys, you know, it's like one of my part of my lifestyle, like doing YouTube, running a crypto group and all this good stuff. But the market is not that bullish, is it? Yes, they could pump 50-60% and I'm trading them, but the trend is down, so I'm making more money shorting. And I'll be honest with you, and I'm not saying short now because, you know, we've already seen such huge moves. I've been shorting from like once Bitcoin broke like 50k, we've been shorting for so much, but I've been making more money shorting now. So yes, this is a buy and you could look for a buy now, have stop below this. Have stop below there, and then if we start trend changing above, look for a buy. There is a setup. By the breakout of this, majority, I'm gonna set an alert on this. I'll let you guys know because QNT's got some news as well, from what I understand. Yeah, CRV, Uniswap, they're still making money. I like Uniswap as well. Is Uniswap pumped? Yeah, maybe lend to short, but don't short it now. I'm looking at Uniswap as well. It just depends. So QNT is here, right? And from a technical point of view, you could be like, it's breaking out, I'll buy. But when you see that breakout, you get out. Same like Rune, I took a loser, I got out, right? And CRV, in that, CRV is different. Like CRV was there. And I said the same thing. Will it break out or will it pump? I don't know. You could buy this, have stop loss below, and this would have worked out. In a bull market, my win rate was like 60, 70, 80%. Like now, for longs, my win rate is like 50-50, if that. And it's still more money. You make money because your risk reward is higher, and that's why it's really important to have a strategy. If you're just trading blindly, you're not going to make money. You can learn my strategy or someone else's. It's really important to have a strategy. But the important thing is understanding risk reward and probability. So in this type of market, the probabilities of breakouts being real breakouts is not as high as the other markets. So QNT is here. Will it break out or will it not? I don't know. If it was in a bull market, I'd be buying this. I mean, come on, you guys, if you guys watch my live streams, I'd be one of the first guys to be buying it here. Stop loss there, first target, second target, and if it carries on, pump it. Yeah, I'd be trading that. You guys know me well enough now. Aave, yeah, Aave is okay. It's held at level 618. I wouldn't buy it now. This is at resistance, so it needs to flip this. If I had to share with you, this could even be like a short. I'm not taking this short, by the way. This is not a setup for me. You know, this could even be like a short for you. Hi, Nathan. Yeah, ETH pumped, didn't it? It almost went to our target. I've got that left. But once it got back above, I wouldn't hold it now. I'm out. I mean, this was our short. It literally came in close to my target. Then you take half off there and then exit there. Don't let it be a loser if it's winning. Yeah, I'll have a look at DOT next. So the trade I'm looking at now, I'll take this myself. I'll be live for another 20 minutes. And like last week, we did that live trade on one. I'll do a live trade on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks above here. If Bitcoin breaks out, I'll look to long it on like, even on the, we can degen on the 1 minute time frame together. At the moment, I can't buy. DOT, let's have a look at DOT. Any other coin requests? I'm gonna have a look at our group as well. I know some requests have come in from you guys. SRM, yeah, I'll have a look at SRM. So DOT. This is such a huge support level. Like, I don't like buying coins that are breaking structure, so I would not want to buy this. It could be the bottom, but once it breaks floor, so I talked about here, if it breaks below, don't hold it. It's down 50% from when I said I wouldn't hold. Now I would at least want to see some trend change, at least above here, at least. Can't draw a line for some reason. At least above there before I buy it. It's too risky. It's just, yeah. The thing is, if you believe in crypto, these are... No worries, Marjorie. Good to see you on the live stream, my friend. Marjorie and I played the last bull market together. Hopefully we get to play another bull market together, Marjorie. So this is a level that you buy, you know, don't FOMO in there. You want to buy it here. The DOT is one of the coins I want to accumulate. And I'll share with you a coin that I've traded really well. And you can go watch my Cardano videos. But look at Cardano. Cardano had a crazy pump. It came down. And I'm expecting Bitcoin to have a little rally. And these altcoins can pump. But then look at what it did here. This is when you accumulate. And this just went sideways for almost 2 years. And there's a chance that DOT and these coins could do that at their cycle lows. So Solana could be doing that. Again, Solana is a coin that I want to buy. Uniswap is a coin that I want to buy. BNB, I don't think BNB is going to go anywhere. So BNB is a coin that I want to buy. Where's Sol? You know, Sol is coming down. I mean, Sol's cycle low could be around here. So in a way, you could be like, okay, I believe in Sol, I believe in Cardano, so I think I can buy it now. But then are you going to be okay buying it here, waiting? I don't trade very well like that. So let's say you bought it here, and would you have held it being down 80%, held it for almost 3 years, and then played that pump for like a 20x? Or would you have sold by then? So it depends on what your mindset is. I'm not sure if it's here and it's gonna go down another 90%, or if it's almost at the bottom, it will rally 200%. All we can do is take trades. Yes, majority I do. We can talk about it in our Facebook live stream. So let's have a look at SRM. I'm not in any of the Solana coins. One of the coins I traded was Ray. This looks good as well. I like this one. From a chart point of view, I like this. This looks strong. You can use this as a guideline, this resistance. Maybe even this resistance you can use as a guideline. I think it wants to pump. The hourly pullback is a buy. I've not got in on this. Next pullback, something like this, I'll be interested. Are you long SRM? Thugger? I like this. Is there any news? Let me check on social media if there's any news. This could be a long, guys. In all these highs, I mean, where can it go? I just love the structure. If it starts breaking below, don't let it come down and take you up there. It shouldn't even come below that line that I've drawn. And it could even, like, if you look at resistances, the daily resistances are like there. Even if it's just a short-term rally. It could chop. It could easily chop here, but this is not a bad level to buy. I like this. Let me just look at some requested coins from the group. So Marjorie requested QNT and Aave. We've done that. James asked for Lido. Staked ETH. Is it LDO, the Lido token? I mean, some of these coins look good. That's like my bull bear line on this. This is trying to break out as well. I probably prefer SRM to this, because this has got this sort of base and I don't like longing below bases. So I probably don't like this. I like SRM. I'm gonna add it to my watch list, Thugger. Tweet me if you do trade it. I'll tweet about it as well. And Lido, and what was your other request? DCR. Any other coin requests from you guys on the live stream? DCR. Yeah, I don't like this. Not a fan at all. DCR, yeah, not interested. Looks just like a spike to me. Comp, Yeah. TRB, I like TRB. I posted about TRB. TRB is a potential long. I shared a trade on TRB and it worked. I don't know if any of you took it. Comp, I wanted it above there. It's not got back above there. So comp and RV I like. Is it a buy now? Like expecting this support to hold? Potentially. I mean, some people, you could just go onto the shorter time frames and try and trade. That could be a trade that you take. Expecting this support to hold. TRB, yeah, I like TRB. TRB is on my list of coins that I want to buy. And I don't use trend lines, but it's breaking a bit of a trend line. So one of my friends, he trades trend line and he's already long this. He's already bought TRB. He's been buying TRB since like $12, $13. And has it got news or is it just... Let me just check if it's got news. TRB. Crypto news. I don't see any news. Are you looking for scalp trades? I think our best bet is watching this Bitcoin for a move up. I think that is a trade we can play. Rocko 4-hour strategy. Some people can't scalp. Like there's 3 or 4 guys I've met. Even I've been training people for years. There's few guys that I've met that just scalp like crazy. Giuliano, Orel, you've seen them come on these live streams. These guys just like crazy the way they trade. Newsrat was another person. They're probably better than me at scalping. Scalping is like more for gamers, very quick thinking. If you're new, I think it's better to follow trend change on the 4-hour. That does work. So when I've trained new traders, they usually follow the 4-hour. That seems to work better for them. How much ETH pump? Yeah, I can have a look at ETH. Let me just finish TRB first. I got a bit distracted. So yeah, TRB is a coin that I like. I would look to long this. Where's my TRB chart gone? Literally just drew on it, didn't I? There we go. I don't have an exact long. I would just try and use this resistance maybe. Because I don't use trend lines. I need to see like some resistance break. So let's say this breaks. Then look to long this. And then, you know, if you're looking for trades, wait for a Bitcoin. What I would do is, yeah, just if it starts getting back above there. I mean, how long have you been trading pound? I mean, from new traders, I scale in and out of trades. I mean, even my Harmony 1 trade, I got in 3 positions on this and Harmony 1. So I shorted some here. You can even see my entry. Let me get Harmony 1 up. You can probably see my entry on this. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I've traded it live, so I can explain to you in a bit more detail. You can see my entry on 1. My entry is 2250. So around there is when I posted my entry, right? I shorted once here and I exited when it bounced up, and I re-shorted there. So I took 3 positions in this. If you've got experience, yes, you can do that. But if you're new, People struggle to do that if they're new. Any other altcoin requests, guys? I'll shoot off in the next 5 minutes unless there's any questions. The main thing I'm watching is this. Maybe tomorrow morning. I don't like buying breakouts in Asia Open. I'll be asleep anyway. I would like to play this. Maybe tomorrow, if it breaks out, we can look for a long. If not, I'm still gonna be on the cautious side. S Fund Saga always has the best coins. Right, I've not shared with you any signals today, have I? Let me share with you one. This is DeFi, isn't it? Buy this 50% level. I'm not in Rune now, mate. I was in Rune, but I'm not in Rune now. That could be a trade. You know, Nathan was asking about it. I would not want it getting below there. This is the support levels. Oh, it's an IDO, so yeah. There's probably not too many people dumping on it. I mean, it's almost come back to its previous levels of support here. High time frame support here. And Litecoin, let's have a look at Litecoin. Yeah, I'm still short Litecoin. Don't tell it on Twitter. It's not giving me the pullback to take a new short position. I wanted to short Litecoin here. I don't know, man. If this spike didn't get me in, my entry was at, I think my first entry was at 50, so it didn't fill me in this spike. So by the way, if you remove your Litecoin short trade idea, if you did put it in, but that was my short trade idea in Litecoin. And look, that hasn't even hit target. I shared that after this spike, and look, it's just been going up and down, and it's almost hitting target now. But below $50, it is bearish. It's just this spike has ruined it for me. I just don't like seeing that spike. What's Rune doing? Yeah, I'm not in Rune, so I did buy some Rune here. I stopped out there. I've not bought Rune since, and I'd wait for it to get back above there. I mean, what is your strategy to buy it now? Even, you know, trendline traders will say this is broken. Only trade you can look is if this breaks, you can look to take a trade towards there. That's the only trade you can take. Risk to reward wise, does it make sense? Yes, it does. 10%, 20%. Yeah, that could be a nice little trade. Okay guys, well, thank you for watching. I'll finish off with Bitcoin as usual. Watch the full live stream for the full analysis. It wasn't as interesting as yesterday's, as Sunday's live stream. So I do a live stream every Sunday. I'll do another one on Sunday. Make sure you're subscribed, like, turn on the notification button, all that good stuff. But yeah, for me, I think with all this news, if Bitcoin doesn't break down with all the bearish news, Mt. Gox, inflation, CPI, and it starts trend changing above here, I think that could be a nice little long in Bitcoin, targeting this level at least, and potentially here. So that would be a good trade. If that breaks out, SRM and what was the other coin that I liked? I'd say SRM and TRB are two coins. Then you can look at, I'll type the coins that I like. So SRM, TRB. I like Rune if it gets back above. CRV, CVX. Those are coins that you could look to trade if Bitcoin does break out. You can look to trade them. QNT is another one. I think I shared about QNT. There's another coin I like, EGLD. They're in like uptrends. If Bitcoin is above this level, we can look to long them. And yeah, I'll be live again on Sunday, so I'll see you guys then. Nathan, I'll see you Saturday around 3 p.m. Saturday UK time, and we can talk about your strategy. It'd be a little mentoring session for us. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you do enjoy this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe. If you are interested in joining our community, I'll leave the links below for you to check out our live stream, strategy, Telegram group, and all that good stuff. If you are interested, check it out. This streams are sponsored by Delta Exchange, so you can go check them out as well. You get 30% discount in fees and also a $50 trading bonus. So thank you very much. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon next Sunday for our Crypto for DJs live stream. Thank you guys and take care. Goodbye.